Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Oyatoro bringing you another video. Today we're going to be doing the knotless braids. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I had the chance to do my sister's hair. It was fun. So let's get started. So the knotless braids has been popular lately because of how it creates less tension on the hair and how it looks like it's coming out from your roots. So before I started, I made sure that I sectioned the braiding hair into out so that I could save time, energy. In order to do that, I separated the braiding hairs into two sizes, one with a thicker strand. The thicker strand was used for the normal feed-in, but the less thicker strand was used to extend the hair. She wanted it all the way to her hips. So this is the hair I've done so far. I've parted the hair into box parts, and this was just much easier for me. So as far as preparing the hair for braiding, it's important that you use either gel or pomade, or you use grease. I used grease in this case because my sister's hair is a 4C hair and it wasn't taking the gel properly. There was residue after I was done using the gel. What I used was the Indian hem to reinforce the parts. So I placed the Indian hem on top of a pre-parted section of her hair, and then I went in with my parting comb or my laru, whichever one I could find when I was in her hair, and I went and parted the hair, and what you see is the parts look very clean. And once that's done, I separate her hair that I've parted into 3 different parts. But before that, as you can see with the white clip, I use the white clip to just reinforce and keep the stray hairs away while I'm braiding. So back to separating the parted section into 3 parts. I do that first and braid once, and before completing that braid, I'm going to insert a braiding hair through my index finger, hold it with my right index finger, insert it into my left index finger, braid twice, and then insert it through my right index finger into my left index finger, braid twice, 1, 2, and then one more time. Insert the braiding hair from my right index finger to my left index finger, and then braid twice. This allows a seamless flow of the hair, and it helps with not pulling her edges, as you can see, and the hair is overall going to just look like it's, coming from her head. I seamlessly braid all the way down. I will be showing you guys how to extend later on. It's the typical expression hair doesn't really come all the way long. We actually were lucky to get some pre-stretch expression hair, so it took the labor out of pre-stretching her hair, which was very nice, because when you have to stretch the hair, it takes forever. It's also important that in doing this, you kind of pre-part, make your parts ahead of time, kind of anticipate. What I did was I divided her hair into 2, and then I divided those 2 into 4 sections. I ended up braiding the bottom half of the hair, and then when I was done with that, I came to the upper half and I sectioned those into 4. So that kind of helps you ensure that the middle part is looking great. It also ensures that our side is getting the same amount of braids. Again, just to show you guys how I do it, I first reinforce the sections that I'm creating with some Indian hem grease, if your hair is not doesn't really do well with gels. Separate the section that I'm going to be braiding into 3 different parts: a left part, a middle part, and a right part, depending on how the box braid is. Sometimes it's up, middle, down, but 3 different parts. Then I proceed to braid the hair, and I make 1 braid with her natural hair. Before I complete that braid, I'm going to feed the braiding hair from my right index finger into my left index finger, and then braid twice. 1, 2. Yeah, her hair can be thick sometimes. And then I repeat that twice, and I braid twice after every feeding. Now, when her hair is that thick, what I always suggest is using the braiding hair to cover up her natural hair. And the way you do that is make sure that the braiding hair sits on top of the natural hair, so that it kind of covers the strayaways, those little natural hair that pop up. You can't always avoid it depending on the texture of your hair. Honestly, this was the best my sister could do as far as like blowing out her hair. It was still stretchy and it was still thick. She has thick, coarse hair, so even when she tries to stretch it out, it just looks like that at the end of the day. And that's what we had to work with. But this is also great for people who don't want to put heat on their hair, but still want to be able to get that like nice looking, sleek looking look to their braids. So as far as extending the hair, it's very tricky, but I'm going to work you through it. You have to first hold the braiding hair to think of it in the terms of your index finger and your thumb. Your thumb is going to be on top of your index finger, and they're going to be holding the leftmost part of the hair you're braiding, and almost like the middle part. You're going to take the braiding hair with your index finger, and then you're going to insert half of that braiding hair to the leftmost part of the hair you're braiding, the same hair you're holding with your thumb and your index finger. Then you're going to proceed to braid the rightmost part of that hair, and as you're braiding the rightmost part of that hair, the second half of that braiding hair is going to go into the middle part, and you're going to tuck that second half under the middle part and finish out the braiding. So first, then you do the rightmost part, twist the rightmost part, and then the remaining half you're going to tuck it under the middle side of the hair you're braiding. And that's how you get a complete finish. I ended up extending it twice because one end was thicker than the other, so I ended up repeating the process twice to extend her hair. After you've included the first extension, you're going to then braid twice and then include the second extension. So once that's done, you want to make sure that you dip the hair in boiling water. Make sure you do that. It gives the hair, it loosens the hair and gives it more body, and also allows you to it just loosens the hair. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, that's all. That's what the hair ended up looking like. Thank you guys for watching. If you really like the hair, leave comments below. If you're gonna try the method, let us know. It ended up coming out really well. Like, it came out really well. It just looks like it's part of her hair. It looks more natural. And the parts are wonderful. I'm glad those came out well. And so yeah, that's all from me. I'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you guys for watching.